Hi, welcome once again to the Carpenter Shop. I'm your host, Jeff Dixon, and together we're growing up just a little bit, I hope, into becoming the people that Jesus created us to be. Revelation chapter 2, verse 14 says this, I have a few things against you, because you have there within your midst those who hold the doctrine of Balaam, who taught Balak to put a stumbling block before the children of Israel. Now that verse, taken out of context like I just read it, might be confusing. Let me see if I can clear that up for you just a little bit, because it has a lot to do with what I want to talk about in this episode. See, in recent years, some churches, some teachings have been reinterpreted to align with contemporary social trends. Churches, church leaders have yielded to the pressure to conform to the culture in vital areas of doctrine and morality. And that is tragic. And that is also sin. See, as followers, we need separation from the world, not in being separated from our love for the people around us, and not for loving those that we meet, but in our actions, in our attitudes, in our hearts. We need that separation because we need to be committed to personal holiness. When churches start diminishing their doctrine and devaluing their convictions, then ministries will lose their power. I say that with a heavy heart because that really is a trend in the Church of America, especially today. And although the church loses its power, the one thing it doesn't lose, because it's compromising, is its popularity. And so, you're hearing me correctly what I'm suggesting to you, that sometimes that wave of popularity that a so-called ministry might be having may be due to the fact that they have relaxed their convictions and they are no longer holding steadfast to the truth that they need to be holding to. So as a result, they're popular and they've got all the trappings of success. And sadly, if you're not good with the Word of God, you can get trapped and caught up in running to the latest trend, running to the latest fashion statement when it comes to ministry, learning to run to the gimmick of the day, and find yourself in an environment that's not spiritually healthy. Because popularity and power are two radically different things. And some of the most powerful places and some of the most powerful followers may not be the most popular people in popular environments. Go figure. Because we always have to remember that the call of Christ is a call to be countercultural. And in a day and age that likes to give lip service to the things that Jesus talks about, loving others, meeting the needs of others. See, our culture gives a lot of lip service to that, but interestingly enough, the lip service the culture gives to it is always conditional. And as a result, because it's conditional, it's not Christ-like. When you are convicted by Christ and called by Christ to become an agent of change in the world, then you will love, you will forgive, you will meet the needs of others, not because it is trendy, not because it's fashionable, and not because it's popular. You'll do it because you're called to do it, and you'll do it no matter what, even if no one notices. You'll be obedient. Don't allow the culture to downgrade your conviction. I'll say that again. Don't allow the culture to downgrade your conviction. And don't ever let it come out of your mouth that you're getting ready to do something because, well, everybody else is doing it. Because that happens even in the Christian community. Make sure you're doing what you're doing because Jesus is in the midst of it. Not because a lot of people say that Jesus is in the midst of it. Understand His Word and know truth and be so secure in truth and in your belief and your convictions that you know and can recognize and see the truth and separate it from the lies. That's huge. It's big. But if you will do that, it is a bold step forward in becoming the person that you were created to be. Talk about growing up. Man, that'll grow you on the accelerated path as we continue our journey together in the Carpenter Shop. I look forward to joining you next time.